Hey, you're here. Good to see you. Today, I want to talk about a very sensitive and very important topic. And the topic of the day today is self-love. And I'm going to pose a question. Have you ever gone through a situation where you don't love yourself? And what was the cause of this? And if at all you are able to get out of this, what are the major things that you did in your life to really accept yourself, to really love yourself, and to make yourself the whole person that you are? What were the obstacles that came through to your journey of healing? So today in this video, I will be telling about my experience. You realize most of the videos I do in this show is about my experience because I like talking about them from where I come from, because it's going to touch this person better, and this is the best way I understand it because it's something that has gone through. So I'll be talking about this jargon called self-love. How do you ensure that you are certainly saying that you love yourself? And what is this thing called self-love? What are the consequences if you lack that self-love? What are the consequences? And what are the day-to-day experience that people go through out here? Yesterday I went to a meeting, and I have a group of young ones that I talked to, and we were able to share experience. And for sure, I was really happy to see people are really opening up and really trying to share, because remember, through sharing you're able to get healing. For me, I was able to share my experience to them, and of course it was a good learning experience for them. They realize, it's not about these people. You look at them on this other side and they think they are perfect. No one is perfect. I will be sharing my experience. It was 2019, and anyone who sits around me understands this date really well. In particular is 2019 April. This is when I was going through the worst part of my life, and I was able to go through that experience, and the beauty of it is I learned so much through this experience. So today I'll be deriving this show from that experience, and from the experience I had yesterday with my crew, and the experience I had with the audience I asked yesterday, and it's going to help so many of us get out of these situations that we go through. If you're ready for this, let's jump into it. Hi, my name is Victor. Hey, my name is Cheyel Kenya. I'm coming live from Vegas Corner Show. And today, as I said, I'm going to talk about self-love. Now, what is this thing we call self-love? Self-love is self-acceptance. You accept yourself, you have your weaknesses, you accept yourself, you have your ups and downs, you have your flaws, and you learn from them and you move on. Self-respect. Of course, if you do not respect yourself, you cannot love yourself. Because I always keep on talking about people always getting things done right. Do not expect anyone out there to acknowledge your efforts. Always be the first cheerleader to always accept yourself. So without further ado, I'm going to go through this topic today, and I'll be giving my experience just before I introduce the show. And my experience, as I've said, it came in 2019, and I realized this is something that I was going through, and I felt, after having experienced this thing for many years, I was getting to a point where that I felt I was losing it. And I thank God, because the same month, 2019 April, this is the time I got my breakthrough. This is something I was struggling with. Sometimes you're in a toxic situation, toxic environment, but you never realize until it starts affecting your day-to-day lives. And if you happen to have a good friend, it's going to tell you that, Cheyel, here, this is not happening right with you. What is happening? For me, I think I would say that I was not having a very nice circle because these people could see me suffer, but they were not so ready to let me, to let me express myself, to let me know that it's something that is not doing right here. I could only hear it from a third party. The people that I used to have as my circle could never talk to me, but I always heard it from outside there. You have this friend you trust, this is your circle, and they always talk about things out there, saying that this lady, she might be losing it. And that got me thinking, and that was the breakthrough. That was the beginning of my healing. So mine was work related, and I keep on talking to people about this because being in the first job since leaving schools and the internship and other trainings, I got into a job where I felt I wanted to do this to make myself shine. But remember, the environment is never ready for you. So it is a matter of you making sure that the environment is good for you. How you do it is up to you. So for me, I always say I was so naive. My past environment was really conducive, so I had not tasted the bad side of life. And this brings to my moral that I always keep on telling people, the best teacher is your last mistake. That is your best teacher. It's not anything that you're going to read on social media. It's not anything that you're going to read on the books, in the books that is. It's not anything that you're going to get from your friend. The best teacher is your last mistake. So for me, I came from an environment where I trusted people. I trusted people because I knew I've never had an encounter of having a bad circle around me. So why not? So I came with the same spirit from the past environment to this environment. Wow, it went on really well for the first few months until, when you start going up the rank, not many people are happy. From my past videos, if you've been following my shows, you'll come to learn the experience that I gave. Like I did one video of a friend of mine who made me lose my opportunity. So for me, I've been this person who has been really hardworking, trying to collect coin at every corner, trying to make ends meet because I wanted to have a decent lifestyle. And not many people are going to accept that. Not many people are going to allow you to do that in peace. So with my naivety, I came to work. I had my goals, and that's what really helped me. And one of my friends, I think by then, it was our old mama, she used to tell me, always set your goals right. Because if you have your goals right, no one is going to deviate your path. So with my goals, I went there, a very hardworking lady, so much energetic, people call us millennials, and I was ready for all that. But one thing is that I never knew that I was coming to a toxic environment, and I was so innocent. So the friends I got, this is a new environment. Of course, any new person will make new friends. And I went through with my work really well. I got through new friends. We shared a lot. Even some we went to an extra mile of even going to look for side hustles out there. And for sure, I met very nice people that I treasure even today. But there's this small section of people who are really like, okay, you just come the other day, we were being friends, you doing much, and you've left us the same position you found us. And that is the beginning of torture in my life. The workplace was very toxic, And I remember before that month, a certain time, I decided I need to really upgrade my status and buy 1, 2, 3. And these friends I was keeping, people financially, they're different capabilities. And they kept on feeling, this lady, she's coming too fast, And I could hear it out through other people that this person who I trusted to be my friend was really talking, saying, oh, nowadays she's bragging a lot. Nowadays she thinks she has a lot of money. And I was like, okay. until it blew out. It was blown out of proportion. And I was like, anyway, it's a matter of time. So I saw myself lose these friends because most of them, they were not aligned to my goals. Some, they were so jealous of my life. Some, they didn't want to align themselves, because for me, sometimes I could keep off and try to go look for an extra coin. But you know, they're going to brand you as like, oh, you are keeping yourself aside. And that's how I came to lose most of the friends. Others, they could see me doing milestones and they were like, oh no, how did she come to get to this level? And I'm telling you, that's how I came to realize that I was in the wrong circle. So at around the same month, I sat back and I was like, okay, now I went through a seminar. I think there was a seminar that was done in KICC. And the speaker of the time was talking about self-awareness. And the reason as to why I always try to make sure that I share through my videos is because I think one person can be touched, if not many. And that one person is the person we are looking for in these videos. Because for me, I went through a self-awareness seminar for 2 days, you know, at KCC, that was done by one of the ladies that I will not want to mention. And that's how I came to find myself. And up to date, I'm happy to this position that I am, you know, not position in terms of the ranks, but the position that I have to set in the society. So, as I said that we were discussing with a group of audience that I have, that I always engage. These are young ones, they're in campus. And we'll keep on discussing different topics, because I think it comes to this point in the country that we have to talk about those things that people are shy about talking about, you know. We have to really talk about these things that are not, that people don't want to hear. You heard from the bulletin last, it was in the course of this week, the number of cases of suicide for the last 3 months. Guys, there's so many, we cannot afford. And most of these people, I keep on thinking to myself, these are people that if they got the right person to talk to, for sure they could not have gone through the same situation, because people are fighting so many battles out here. And they fear seeking help because the society right now is so judgmental. You know, they look at you, you're trying to say that you're suffering in your house. And they're looking at you, okay, you with your high rank in the society, you're being beaten in your family, you don't have money, you're going through such a situation, and they start judging you. Only for people who are not, you know, people are different. Only for some people who are not able to open so much to start now going down, you know. Others start opening up to the wrong people. And by the time you're going to vent to somebody to get help, you hear your stories out here, and then you're like, okay, now the situation gets worse. And that's how, guys, we are ending up with mental health illnesses. So many, there are so many mental cases out there, because most of these people, they are coming to our, you know, to our rescue. But instead of us giving them help, we are trying to judge them. We are trying to put them in deeper situations. Yeah. And I always say it's better to leave the person the way you left them, other than trying to put them in a more deep, bad situation than we found them. So what is this thing called self-love? We say this is self-acceptance, you know. And I was really happy when I was asking my audience, my campus, my audience, let me call them my audience, and I was asking them, what do you think may cause a person to lack the self-love? For sure, there's so many causes, and here I'll just be talking about just a few, because I'll just pick a few that I got through my audience. I learned a lot, you know. Even for me, I learned a lot, because I may not know everything, you know. I learn a lot from these crowns I attend, from these seminars I attend, from these people we got there to talk to, but they end up feeding us more than we thought. So, one thing that may cause people to lack self-love, past experiences. Imagine if you're brought up in a family that has been having fights all through, you know, families that are not united. You can imagine this person will live with that good, and you say, anyway, this is a society that I know, people don't love each other. And remember, the family is the smallest unit in the society. So if I've been brought up seeing my mom, my dad, they're not together, my siblings, they're not together, just fighting and there, you can imagine. These are people, if they're not well guided, they're going to go deep and they're going to lack this self-love. Look at some situation that maybe somebody has lost a loved one. You know, even losses, they make these people really hate themselves. So any bad, any negative past experience can cause this person to have lack of self-love. Toxic relationships. And the relationship here, I don't mean only the intimate. Even your environment, any environment that you sit in, that you sit around toxic people. These are people that sometimes you trust. You say, this is my environment. These are the best people. You know, like I've given my case. I had these friends I really trusted. These are people that I could pull together. Okay? These are people that I trusted, that if anything good came out from my life, any bad thing, I'll share with these people. But look at it. How did it end up? The same people that I trusted were the same people who are going there to talk about me negatively. So that tells you that you have to be so sensitive on who is your close friend, because again, your environment will always dictate your outcome. Body shame, like from what I learned from my audience, one person was saying for them they don't like themselves because people said, oh, they are short, they are big. Actually, she said they are fat. And I was even asking, I asked back the question, I posed back the question to them, and I was, who said that petite people, let me not say thin, petite people, they are beautiful? Who said that people who are light-skinned, they are beautiful? Who said people who are dark, they're not beautiful? Who said people who are short, they're not beautiful? Who said that people who are tall, they're beautiful? It is up to what you put in your mind. Who set the rules? Yeah? The rules can only be set by you and you and you only. Because for me, I don't imagine, like if I found somebody who is short, there are people who are so beautiful. And not people, everybody, actually, let me just say this. People are beautiful in their own different ways. You'll find somebody who's really short and very, very pretty. And for me, up to where I've lived today, for the many years I've been able to live, I have never met somebody that I can say this person is not beautiful. We are beautifully made by the likeness of God. So if you say, someone told me that I'm not beautiful, who set the rules? Who set the rules? Who says that being beautiful is, you know, trying to make your shade, if you're dark, you're trying to get a different shade. If you're this, please, everybody is beautiful in their own likeness. And if at all that your body is big, that you say now from today, I've been told that I'm fat, you know, I'm shapeless. Who said? Everybody is beautiful. My dear, my friend, my sister, my brother, accept yourself the way you are, because everybody is beautiful. Now you're going to go out there saying that, so you're fat or you're not beautiful. Now look at this someone else who has not even that. You know, you've met people who have no legs, others they have no hands, others they are no, you know, they are deformed in their own, and they're looking so beautiful. And that's why I keep on saying I've never met anyone who is not beautiful, because even this person that the society feels they're not likable, for me, they are beautiful in their own way. And who set the rules? I keep on asking this question every time. Who set the rules? Who says that for you to be beautiful in the, you know, human eye, you have to have this and this and this and this quality? Body shaming out here in rampant in the social media, and people feel that it is a very, 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 very bad thing. And the lady was saying, oh, I felt, people say, yeah, I'm short, I'm fat, I cannot, no, for me, you know, you put that in your mind that now, because someone says you're not beautiful because you're short, you will come hating all the short people. Yeah? Please, everybody is beautiful in their own way, because we are all created in the likeness, in the image of God. You know? Other Other people, they lack self-love because of the environment, you know, like we say, the environment. Look at some people, the families, you know, nowadays families are just here, there. Workplace, like for me, I said my workplace, like the small environment I created for them was so toxic. So my environment made me to really hate myself. And until I left this toxic circle is when today I can say I really love myself. And by the way, for me, I come first. Anyone else? Human. Because I came to realize it's about me, not them. You know, if you keep these people who do not appreciate you, you know, these people who do not support your goals, then what are you doing with such people? You should always keep a positive circle, because that is the gear. Those are the people, that's the machinery. Actually, these are people who give you the strength to go on every day. Now, other cause is health issues. You know, people have been going through a lot of health issues. You see, you've been suffering because of this and this and this. Now you go hating yourself. And I'm thinking, for me, try change what you can. What you cannot, please just know how to live with it, because hating yourself, it will not make any sense. By hating yourself, you're going to make things even to get worse. Try to change what you can. What you cannot, please just let it go. You know? Another cause, of course, is rejections. You know, I talked about self-love, you know. I talked about in my previous video about how I went through rejection, you know. And that thing has been draining me. It drained me until I came to realize even these people who are rejecting me, these are the people that I should have put aside a long time ago. You know? These people that I felt they rejected me, they are the same toxic people I was keeping in my life. And these are the people that after I left them, my life took a traction. And here I am today. So please, always ensure that you know who is sitting around your circle. Because if you do not, if you lack self-love, what will be the outcome? Fear. Every time you see a situation that is going wrong, you fear to approach something, because you always feel in your mind that it's going to fail. No confidence. Hey, man, those people who met me those years, they know what I'm talking about. For me, I had no confidence to stand in front of anything or anyone. Yeah? Because people put in my mind that I cannot make it. People talked to me and told me like, Chiel, you cannot go far. You know? And that, I love this song that, it's a gospel song that is sung by one of, I don't remember the person. That they gave me 2 weeks to go down. It's been years. That's my situation. The people who felt that I could not make it, today they find me, they look at me and they're like, okay. You know? It's because, for me, I learned that it is about you, not them. You know? Another outcome, everywhere, because they have put you in a negative situation, you always have to end up with toxic relationship, because you are hating, you keep on hating yourself. And of course, if you hate yourself, you're going to hate the next person. You know, low self-esteem issues. Yeah, I've gone through this and I know where it pins. That people always feel that you cannot make it, and they put that in your mind. And for you, because this is the environment that you've been placing yourself into, you accept that you cannot make it. My friend, I always keep on saying, everything is possible. It's just a matter of how you take things. For me, I always keep on trying and to put this in my mind. I talk to myself every day. Before I leave my door, before I even ignite my car to drive off to work, I talk to myself, Chiel, today you're going to face so many negative opinions there. But, you know, you'll make it. You're going to sail through. I know what to let in and what to let out. I get to hear so many negative things out there, but I choose what to let in and what to let out. And that's why sometimes I can hear somebody just throwing a bad word at me. I'll just smile and walk, because that is the opinion he has or she has. That is the negativity the person has. And I don't blame the people, because If somebody has the audacity to give a bad word about someone else, that's the only thing they can do. Let them be. Because people are struggling, and maybe they're trying to do that just to relieve themselves. Maybe they're going through a situation, yeah, and they're trying to relieve themselves. Why should I be part of your therapy? Because I feel if you are going through a situation that needs my help, I think the best way to seek help is not by trying to put a bad one to me. And I will forget about that and I move on. So I think for me, I always keep on saying it is very, very important to always hold hands and support, because I'm thinking if we support as a society, we try to support from the smallest unit of the society. That is a family. And you know, family is not always the family that you came from. Your mother, your father, and your siblings, even your friends, that's a small family. If we try to hold hands together, we're going to minimize these cases, or even to eradicate these cases of unnecessary suicidal, unnecessary mental illnesses. Because some of these cases you find people are going into hard drugs is because of the situation people are going through, and we have a part to play in the society by just holding their hands and supporting them. For me, I've given my case. I went through a whole lot of stress, and this affected my health. I keep on remembering the many times I kept on being treated for ulcers. Yeah, but until I got out of it is when I was able to realize I was going through hell. But that's why for me today, I have all the mandate. It's my responsibility to ensure that the people that I can support, the people that I can help, the people that I can hold a hand, that I'm there for them. Because for me, I had good friends who were there for me, and they really supported me, and I'm here because of them. So we have our role in the society to really try and hold each and every person's hand. So I will be sharing my daily practice, what I do to keep my spirit up. And most of the places I'll go and maybe chaka too, and people are like, what are you laughing about? It's not that I'm laughing because I never go through stress. I'm telling you, sometimes I just try to cheer up myself, because you'll find you walk in a, in a town, for example, even in the workplaces, and you find somebody is throwing a bad word at you. But how am I able to not to put that bad negative thoughts in my mind and to try to get over it? Number one, I will be sharing just before I introduce number one, I will just be trying to let's understand how I went through the low self-esteem, lack of self-love, to the person I am, the confident girl I am today. Number one, I did a whole process of self-awareness. I was able to analyze my past life patterns, and it's very important for everybody to analyze their past life patterns. So I looked at it from this angle. What are the kind of friends have I been keeping? What are the places do I visit when I want to relax? Am I putting myself in the same toxic environment that I'm supposed to get myself out to? I analyzed my life, let me say, as a whole. What are the situations that make me go down? What makes me go up? And what have I achieved for 1 year? And I realized I had not achieved much. The negative achievement I had was just every time going to the hospital, I'm having ulcers, I'm having headaches, and I kept on telling my friends, I'm having a headache today. And most of them could tell me, hey, these headaches, kila siku, you need to be checked. Every time I could go to work, I hear a negative word, I keep it in my mind. It keeps on stressing me the whole day. In the evening, I go home, I'm still thinking about the same situation. The next day in the morning, by the time I come to work, I'm thinking about what I was told yesterday. And maybe today I'm going to get another negative person. Give me another, It was so stressful. And I said, you know what? Now, I'm going to respect everybody's opinion. If your mind is full of negativity, you keep that. I respect you for it. So self-awareness is very, very, very important. And remember, just before I get to go to the next point, self-awareness, most of the times we go through situations because of the messes we got ourselves into, So before you even start the journey of healing, it's always good to forgive yourself. Self-forgiveness is really, really important. Always you need to forgive yourself because maybe I've stagnated. I've not done what I was supposed to do because I choose to go this other route. So forgive yourself. Maybe I didn't I got myself into this toxic friendship even after being advised by people. This is the wrong company and I got myself into it. Forgive yourself. Because if you practice the self-awareness, self-forgiveness, the healing journey is going to be so swift and you're going to heal without any obstacles. So for me, I went through that and I forgive myself for anything that I went through that was wrong. And I moved on and I said, now, you know what? It is now the time to make new resolutions. I made my resolutions in the same month, April, towards the end, towards the next month. And I said, all these things that are bullshit I've been keeping in my mind, I've left them out. How else I was able to go through, number 2, was prayer. I'm very prayerful and I'm not into religion, but my relationship with my maker is really good and really straight. And that's why I'm where I am today. And I'm telling you, sometimes I used to go to the house and I'm like, I don't even know where to start. Do I resign from this job? Do I keep these friends off? I was so confused. And for me, my policy is when they're going on well, pray. When they're not going on well, pray. When you're confused, pray. When you're sad, pray. When you're happy, pray. If you get yourself to the routine of prayer, no matter the religion, even if you're Christian, you're Hindu, you're Muslim, pray. And maybe there's some people, maybe without offense, other people, they don't believe in prayer. Please, that's not yours. But for us who do believe in prayer, no matter our religion, it works for us. So I don't want to explain so much of that, but for me, it worked for me because today I'm giving this video about my experience. And so I will say I was able to heal really well through prayer. Another thing, we should always stop. And I want to, before I go on, I want to say this one stop. What does the one stop means? Because this is the one I'm going to use for the few minutes that I will be here in this video. Before I close the video, stop means come to an end. Stop. Bear in mind this one stop is very, very, very important in this video. Stop, stop, stop. What am I saying by the one stop? Stop comparing yourself to others. Stop comparing yourself to others. You find somebody's, according to you, you feel they're doing really well, and you say, I used to find people in town, they're like, nearly where? What do you mean it's better me? Oh, how much of my story do you know? Those days, I was really going through hell, and someone is saying, I wish I was you. Now, stop comparing yourself with others because you never know anyone's story. If at all you're going through a financial stress, financial challenge, and you start looking at people on traffic, they're going with big cars, and you're saying, I wish I was this person. You don't know the source of their wealth. You don't know what they go through in their houses. You know nothing about their life. Stop comparing yourself with other people. You can only kill yourself by comparing yourself because you don't know what these people they're doing. And you should never, 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 never hate yourself because you're not where they are. The next one, stop worrying about other people's opinion. I should have started with this. Now, I will say this is something I healed about. And I keep on telling people, I have zero interest in people's opinion. Because if you feel that I'm not good enough, it is okay. That is your opinion. Please be good yourself. I do not care about people's opinion because in the same journey, I think this is something I never said. The society always expects you to be that person they want. And I will say, okay, maybe not in this video, I will give that story in another video, that societal judgment is real, you know? Like for me, there's some people that I cannot walk with them in town. So interesting, because I'm very sure if I walked with these people in town and somebody found me, maybe somebody who sits around where I stay, they will start, oh, this one is having an affair with this, and those are the toxic people, and I'm telling you, toxic, and I will brand them as toxic people. That for me, I am here because I had a mentor who was really ushering me to the next world and telling me that you need to be here because you're really stagnated in this situation. Now go to the next point. But you see, for me, I'm sitting with this person as a mentor, but you there, the toxic person, you think, now I'm sitting with this person because I have an affair with him. You see? And that's why I always keep on saying with a lot of boldness, I have zero opinion about what people say. Yeah? That is what you think. That is how your brain, the farthest your brain can go. Because for me, I believe if I want to go far, I have to look at those people who have been there before me. Yeah? So if this person found me making a phone call to this other person, they will think, oh, this guy should be having an affair. But how small can your mind be? And that's why I keep on saying, that's why most of the people, they keep on stagnating, because they don't want to be associated. They just want to associate with people down here. And as one of my mentors tell me, down here, there's a lot of comfort. There's a lot of comfort. There's a lot of, you know, mushene down here. There's a lot of grapevine. There's a lot of that down here. But the moment you push yourself up there, first of all, you're going to lose friends, you know, and which you have to be ready. For me, I was ready. Because I realized these friends, they're not even making sense to me. They're the same people who made me go through low self-esteem. Why should I be worried of losing them? I did a friend's audit. And that's why I keep on saying, even you, if you sit in there and you feel that I'm not making sense to you, please, you are free to shed me as your friend any day, anytime, any hour. Like I will always do. If I feel like this person is not adding any value, I will shed you as a friend. Because no one will ever want to keep a friend who is jealous. No one will ever want to keep a friend who is not progressing. No one will ever want to keep a friend who is body shaming, who is always talking bad things about people, who is always, you know, bitter, who is always jealous. No one. So for me, I always have no apologies when I say I have the right to choose the friendship I keep around me, because I feel the same toxic friends are the same people who made me go down. And I will support that by saying you should never allow the people who do very little, you know, don't allow the people, these people who do very little about your life, they should never control your mind, your feelings, you know, your emotions. You know, they do very little. Actually, the only thing they do for you is just being neighbors, being Kenyans together. Why should they be controlling your feelings? And it was, I think I always keep on wondering why people are always not hungry for growth. I wonder every day, every now and then. I just keep on asking myself, why are you not hungry for growth? You should just be wondering, why is this person doing so well, better than me? And then you try to rush and be better than them. I'm a big, you know, like them. But sasa, you keep this person, mwenye anakungojea tu hapa chini. Moshene, they want you to go out to drink. Man, I can't. This is 21st century, guys. I can't. So try, please, change such people. Yeah? And then something else. Stop this thing of self-shaming yourself. You know, I always say you're the first person who can advocate for yourself. So if you start saying, I'm not good enough, I cannot do this, because they said you cannot, so you've taken it in your mind that you cannot. I know I cannot stand in front of people to do anything. You know, I cannot be a leader anywhere. Who said that? Who said that? Please stop self-shaming yourself, because again, you'll be the first person to let yourself down. Before the next person lets you down, you'll be the first person. And again, always trust yourself to make the right decision. It's not every time that you have to rely on this other person to help to make the decision. Trust yourself. Allow yourself to make mistakes. You know, make those mistakes, learn from those mistakes, and move. You know, start something. If you want to start something, please start. I've been telling my cousin, because she kept on telling me that she loves makeup every time she wants to, you know, but now she feels she cannot do it. I told her because people told her that she was not able to do eyebrows. I hope, anyway, some story. Then I told her, make those mistakes, try do those eyebrows, and if they're not making sense, try the next day, try the third day. You know, Rome was not built in one day. Try. Always trust yourself to make mistakes, and trust yourself to make the right decisions. If you make a mistake today, you're going to learn from this mistake. And I started by saying the best teacher is your last mistake. That's the best teacher. That's the only person who will always make you be on your feet to run. Something else, be bold in public. My friend, I think this is where some of us will shine, because for me, I was not able to talk or to stand in front of people, because people made me hate myself. People made me lose morale, lose confidence, lose everything. And you know what? I remember one day in my diary, I was reading it sometime last week, and when those, like 3 years back, I was writing the fears. You know, I was told by one of my friends, put down your fears. And one fear was to talk in public, to stand in front of people, even not talking, just standing in front, because people made me feel that I am not confident. And these people could kill me, you know. They kept on telling me that you are not good enough. They killed my confidence, and it was not easy to regain it. So I keep on saying every day, try every day. Trust yourself to make the best decisions for yourself. Allow yourself to make mistakes and learn from these mistakes. Utilize the opportunity, any opportunity that is there, utilize it. No matter how small, how big the opportunity is, please, the opportunity may come once. And if you do not take this opportunity to learn, you will never. Be bold in public. I want to insist that, because if you're not bold, people are going to, you know, people will always treat you the way you allow them to do. Have you ever realized that if people shame you and you take it, they'll always find a soft landing, and they'll be like, you every day, like, you cannot do it. You cannot do it. So even if they want to choose somebody who can do it, they will never choose you. But always trust yourself to make the right decisions for yourself. Utilize all the opportunities that you find, not even if you had only 5 minutes to express yourself. Please do that. Express yourself. That could be the last and the first and the last opportunity that you have. Express yourself without fear. Please, without fear, because fear is one of the things that has let people stagnate. You know, you don't believe in yourself. You know, you think you cannot make it. And people have been asking. And, you know, these guys, when I went to that talk, and somebody was asking me, how are you able to come to where you are? And I told them, it was not easy. But I tried, because I felt I had all the powers for me to do it. You know? I felt I could make it, because I trust myself. Even if I'm invited today to have a talk at CNN, I will take the first 5 maybe seconds or 10 to check. I pick up my pieces and go on, because that could be the last opportunity I have. So always try to make sure all that is done. See the beauty in small things, the simple things that we assume every day, like dressing up well. Don't be so harsh to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Dress well, make your hair. If you're people who love makeup, it's okay. Pick that makeup, do it yourself. Be kind to yourself. At the end of the day, it's about you, not about them. And you cannot do this without defining your goals. Always know what are your goals and guard your destiny. If you feel that by 2 years I want to be there, define those goals well, know your path, and guard your destiny. By you guarding your destiny, no one will ever come out here to come and put you down. Please guard your destiny. Because if people feel that you don't know what you need for yourself, they're going to pull you down. Guard your destiny. And then accept the normal things. Like, for example, getting that nervous, it's normal. Adrenaline is normal. Being happy is normal. Getting to fear is normal. Why are you fearing that watasema nini? You see that moment that your tone goes to something in public and you start shaking, that's normal. Accept the normality and move on. And I keep on telling people about, you should never drink poison because you're thirsty. Never, never, never drink poison because you're thirsty. There are so many other ways of you to quench your thirst than taking in the poison. Don't take in poison because you're thirsty, because that is something that is going to take you down. So even if you feel that you need friends, you should never be going to look for toxic friends because you want a circle around you. Never drink poison because you're thirsty. Never forget that. And sometimes when I hear people saying, oh, these people, they are trying to shut me down. No one can make you inferior without your consent. Let them say that you're allowed. It's okay. Who said that you should be ready to be molested? Who set the rules? Who set the rules? The rules are set by you and you and you and you only. Nobody can allow you. Nobody can make you feel inferior if you don't consent for it. Because at the end of the day, your life matters more than them. And if at all somebody can choose to make you go down, that's somebody who does not respect you, that does not love you, and they have all the facts around putting you down. So please, I want to urge everybody to exercise self-love. Always try to be there for the next person. Let's work together. Let's fight these mental illnesses. Yeah? By starting from the grassroots. Let's go to the nitty-gritties and try to look at the next person next to us. If you find your friend has started getting withdrawn, try be there for this person. And please don't be that person. You're trying to help them, but you're trying to badmouth out there. Although the situations, I think they could be really different. Do not try to talk to people who are not worth. It is a two-way traffic, yeah? If I'm the one who is in need, I need to try to look at this person to talk to. And if you're that person I choose, please don't take advantage of you now going to say, oh, Cheyela, jana alipigwa na mzee. Can we stop this? Because by us doing that, we're going to curb these mental illnesses. But above all, we need to practice self-love. By self-love, is self-respect, self-acceptance. Let's get over these issues that make us feel like less people. Up to next time, thank you.